Committee of the Whole on October 11, 2021. Please call roll.
Campbell.
Here.
McAfee. Here. Strable.
Here.
Brown. Here. Bragg.
Here. Three audit of accounts.
Second.
Any questions?
Yeah, I had one for the police department. It's on page 3/14. 13,000 for furniture project.
Yes, ma'am. I sent you an email as well as all the alderpersons today about that. That's for our Criminal Investigations Division. The Criminal Investigations Division carpet and the cubicles have been there since 2002, which is when I went in that building. A couple of years ago, we started having HVAC issues where the air conditioner was not on at night, and they found out it began buckling. Longer story short, it's something that we tried getting passed for a while. If the funds out of that is the assessor's money, is not coming out of general fund, so it's not out of general fund.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
That's all I have.
Any other questions? Please call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Strable.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Elliott. And Keener.
Oh, sorry.
6 ayes, no.
One absent.
One absent.
All right. 4, resolution regarding authorizing the closure of Logan Street to facilitate Alton High School homecoming game.
Well, it was canceled, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well,
You
get
were
on
on
the
the-
floor, then I'll talk about it.
So move.
Second.
Okay, so yes, it was canceled, and it was also last weekend, so,
Yeah, okay.
yes, so please call roll.
Campbell.
No.
McAfee.
No.
Strable.
No.
Brown.
No.
Bragg.
Nope.
Elliott. Keener.
Nope.
6 nays, one absent.
5, resolution authorizing the closure of Fletcher Street to facilitate a festival.
So move.
Second. Any questions? Do we know what the festival is?
Webster Temple Church of God in Christ is having their Oktoberfest, something they have every year.
Thanks. Any other questions? Please call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Strable.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Elliott. Keener.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, one absent.
6, resolution regarding authorizing no parking signs be placed on the east side of the 700 block of Silver Street.
So move.
Second. Any questions?
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this have a police report, Chief?
There was a traffic study conducted on it to support yes.
Any other questions? Please call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Strable.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Bragg. Elliott. Keener.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, one absent.
7, resolution regarding authorizing the closure of Lincoln Square to facilitate a sleep out fundraising event. Motion approved.
Second.
Okay, any questions? I do. Is there anybody here to speak regarding this? Okay, so I sent an email and I never heard back. It's actually my ward. So, one, why there, not like, instead of, the amphitheater, like where is everybody gonna park at? Where is, I know they're gonna block off an area. Was there a traffic study done on this? Where, like, is everybody going to sleep in that little area? Like, and then my other concern is, you know, it's so close to the highway, is that, so anyway, please, if you could answer any of it.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to answer a few of those. So, I'm not the organizer of it, but I am the lead organizer of our organization. So just so you know, I probably won't have all the details, but I believe Kathleen, our organizer of the event, is going to be, she couldn't be here tonight, she'll be here Wednesday. I believe the thinking behind having it there was that it is a larger area to accommodate some of our volunteers, that it is in a public place because part of the goal of the fundraiser is to raise money, but also just to raise awareness around issues regarding our work. But I don't believe we've gotten as far as like a traffic study or any of that. It's a very preliminary, like we're not planning a ton of things. It's going to be a pretty small scale event with just some of our volunteers. It's the first time we've ever done it or going to try to do it. So we're thinking we might only have 15 to 20 of our volunteers sleeping just, in the same area, not a big widespread kickoff or anything like that. It's a very low-key event, mainly done on fundraising on the internet, and then our volunteers are the ones doing the experience. If that makes sense.
That does. So back to my initial point. So why not have it like at the amphitheater or someplace that, if you have 15, 20 volunteers, if they all drive separately, so there's people who live in those apartments down there, or they're technically condos as well. So parking obviously one is limited. Two, I'm supportive of your thing. I just don't think that's the best place for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I do too.
So that's
I agree. It's a historic landmark that people come from outside the community to come, and you picked a Thursday night into a Friday morning, and anyone that would come here would be just completely confused.
Well, I guess, I don't want to speak for them, but it seems like that would be the more visible spot. And I think if the point is to raise awareness around homelessness, then perhaps discomfort may be the point. Part of the point of it too. So
you said the other woman will be here Wednesday.
Yeah, she'll be here Wednesday.
So this is still, for all intents and purposes, like the preliminary steps for you guys trying to figure out what you are going to do?
We've never done this, so we've never had to go through this process, and I would say we're open to it, but yes, visibility is important to us, no one's going to see it if it's, off in an amphitheater. In terms of people living by it, again, we're not going to be doing any kind of music or it would be like a little gathering of people talking and sleeping, so I wouldn't be concerned about those issues. We could also park somewhere and walk if parking's an issue. But yeah, so she'll be here Wednesday and can give you maybe more information.
So would it be possible afterwards, can I give you my cell number and have her contact me tonight, tomorrow, whatever, so we can talk about it before Wednesday? Until then, I make a motion to lay it over until...
Second.
All right. 8, resolution regarding to consider amending the city code, Title 4, Chapter 3, Section 7, regarding hotel, motel, short-term rental units and related matters.
Motion?
Second.
Any questions?
I was just waiting if there was going to be any discussion on it.
So does anybody have any questions? No. Okay. Please call roll.
Campbell,
Aye.
McAfee,
Aye.
Strabel,
Aye.
Brown,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Elliott, Keener,
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, 1 absent.
9, resolution regarding to consider adopting Title 4, Chapter 22 of the City Code regarding short-term occupancy rental units, licensing, and advertisements.
Motion?
Second.
Any questions?
Is it for any business in specific? What is this concerning?
So this is a new, it's a new part of the code that would, it makes it it really is to avoid anyone coming in and trying to do a short-term rental without having the license issued by the city. It's a way to give the city oversight, and it would prevent any online travel company from advertising let's just call it a VRBO or a vacation rental without that particular online travel company having already verified that the license has been obtained through the city.
So this goes back, is this that particular matter where right now Airbnb can advertise for things on their website because we don't have this specific ordinance?
Correct.
And that this would require, this would make it so they have to get rid of those advertisements?
Well, it would make them require the location that's being advertised, it would make them have a license before they can actually make those advertisements.
So for clarification, this will not affect current rentals, landlords, or any of that stuff. This is directly affecting like hotels, advertising through, I guess, secondary markets for Expedia, et cetera.
That's exactly correct.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, if anything, good evening, my name is Ron Dietrich with Illinois Realtors. If anything, I was just going to say a word of thanks to the attorneys for working with us on our concerns, because initially whenever I appeared a number of weeks ago before the full city council, we had concerns in terms of the tax playing field to make sure that the traditional B&B brick and mortar hotel were being charged the same tax rate as the new model of Airbnb, and certainly if the city wants to license that activity, it's certainly within their prerogative, and the ordinance as it's drafted is certainly in the middle lines. So, thank you.
All right. Fantastic. All right, any other questions?
Yes. Mr. Greg Caffey, community development, how does that affect the city as a whole?
It does not. Again, currently it's an unregulated activity, so again, we're just trying to level the playing field for these units to be licensed and for us to collect hotel motel tax.
Charlie?
This is just basically pertaining to the ones that were getting away scot-free because of loopholes, right?
That's right.
That's about what it amounts to.
But we don't currently have a process for them to obtain that license, right? We're not granting those
I
licenses.
think it's volunteered, isn't it?
It is, it's voluntary right now. And this is ultimately a way for the city to control those units that are being advertised and actually collect the taxes that will result.
But there will be no taxes, right? Because we don't allow them to do that.
Oh, correct, yeah, we'd have to, sorry, yes, so we'd have to issue the license first.
Yeah.
But, this is in the event that the city decides, we will start issuing licenses for this particular type of unit.
Got it.
And if that unit does have a license, then they will be subject to this particular ordinance, which will require a tax.
Gotcha.
Any other questions? Call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Strabel.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Brake.
Aye.
Elliott. Keener.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, 1 absent.
10, bid report and resolution bid number 221-19, demolition of 1213 Clausen Street for the building and zoning departments.
Move for approval.
Second.
Any questions?
Who was the first on that?
Charlie?
Charlie.
Please call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Strabel.
Aye.
Brown. Brake. Elliott. Keener.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, 1 absent.
Before you adjourn, I have a question for Mr. Webb. I'm kind
You got a
of,
question for who? For me.
for him. Sorry, Ryan. Just a clarification.
Sure.
First of all, do you live in Alton?
I personally do not live in Alton.
Okay. So, in going past the law firm that Gory is renting at 6 and Langdon, there seems to be never anybody there. There's a name on the door called James Ryan. I'm confused as to, do you even use that office?
Alderman, I think before we continue this conversation, we're going to need to potentially go into closed session on
Okay.
Wednesday. But I'm happy to answer your questions after the meeting as well.
Okay.
I make a motion. We adjourn.
Second. Please call roll.
Campbell.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Brake. Elliott. Keener. 6 ayes, no nays, one absent.
Good evening, everyone.